What do you say, Eric? Shall we remove ourselves from public scrutiny? We can have dinner sent up to my suite. I promise I will be on my very best behavior.
That would terrify most people. But I admit the idea is, tempting. Away from prying eyes.
Great.
Erica!
Oh, Palmer. Hello, Palmer. We were just...
Erica, my dear, I must thank you again for saving my company. I always knew I could depend on you. Hello, Dr. Haywood.
Mr. Cortland?
David, darling.
Palmer, I was
Erica, you look absolutely marvelous. Dr. Facianella restored you completely. And now you can launch your Return to Glamour campaign with a whole new meaning.
Yes, thank you.
Why don't you join us for dinner?
Oh, no, Palmer, really.
No, we'd be delighted.
No, that's not necessary, Mr. Cortland. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, I never let a good deed go unnoticed. By the way, how are the plans for the new cardiovascular wing?
Slowly. They're going very slowly. In fact, the hospital administrator is having a hard time getting through to your office.
Really? Well, I'll look into that. We'll make it a foursome then.
Oh, good. I'll have a chance to catch up with both of you.
But please, we've decided to dine together, so would you a couple of more places here?
My pleasure, Mr. Cortland.
Thank you. Now, you must help us celebrate our victory, especially since you played such a pivotal role.
Oh, you saved Cortland Electronics.
I just cast my vote. That's all I did.
Oh, the deciding vote. I made all the difference in the world. And as Palmer staying at the helm in that interloper Adrian's sword, you know, possibly destroying everything Palmer's built.
Actually, Adrian Sword had some wonderful ideas. I made a very difficult, very complex decision based on many, many factors, but none of which was any incompetence by Adrian Sword.
Well, I'm sure loyalty was high on that equation, and you certainly have mine.
If you're planning to converse about loyalty, I suggest you change the subject. It's rude to speak over Vanessa's head.
David, really? You're being rude now. This is a celebration, dear, really. Now, if you stop being so disagreeable, I'm sure Palmer will give you a few stock hints. Cortland Electronics rose 23 points when the word got out you were still in charge.
You do keep in touch, don't you? Well, my advice to you, David, is buy while you can.
And my advice to you, Palmer, is to run while your heart is still pumping life into you.
Oh, David, really?
Well, I just think that fighting in a company is very destructive, so I'm very glad it's settled.
I wonder if it is. Take a look.
David, do you remember when we summered in Vancouver? Remember, darling? You were with that young heiress. Your father was in bottled water or something. It was Buffy St. Croix, something like that.
Sinclair. She and I spent a month there with her parents. You stopped by for a very long weekend. Of course, I can understand your confusion. It did seem like an eternity.
Well, anyway, that was my introduction to Vancouver. Do you still stay in touch with Buffy?
No, of course not. Why would I?
Well, I don't know. You two were practically engaged.
Do you keep in touch with the tennis pro? As I recall, you two were very close during that visit.
Well, I was merely brushing up on my back's hand.
In his bedroom?
David, you go too far.
Would you care to dance?
Yes, thank you.
I had a very different idea planned for this evening.
So did I.
Why you chose to sit down when Palmer came in, to take the high road, is beyond me.
You seem to be using the alternate.
I don't do nice.
I know. So, how do we, make our escape? I think we should probably wait till we get to the table.
Unfortunately, it's not my doing. It's the hospital. Let me call them and I'll come right back. Excuse me.
Oh, Erica, I'll call my driver and drop you at home if you like.
So soon?
Well, I have a very busy schedule.
Oh, that's right. Well, you do have to be fresh and alert. I mean, you'll probably have to deal with all those reporters clamoring for interviews tomorrow.
Never thought of that?
Oh, leave it to Vanessa to think of the press.
Well, I'll take care of this and, excuse me.
Well, it's such a shame David had to leave. You think he might find someone to cover for him.
Oh, I admire how he puts his patient's needs ahead of a casual dinner. I think David has a lot of integrity. Must get it from his father.
I have to get to the hospital right away. A patient of mine has taken a turn for the worse. I don't know how long I'll be.
Well, Palmer just offered to take me home. It's all right, go.
I'm sorry to leave you like this.
It's all right, I understand.
Thank you. We'll speak soon.
Thank you, Palmer. Thank you for seeing me home.
No, I was happy to do it.
Would you like to come in for brandy?
No, I promised a nightcap with Vanessa later on.
What happened to your early day tomorrow?
Well, I'll just make it a quickie drink, you know. Oh, the evening ended so abruptly, I just wanted to finish it off properly.
Palmer, would you come in for a moment? Palmer, since we are way beyond mincing words with each other, do you mind if I speak frankly?
Well, speak your mind, you always do.
Vanessa Bennett is a devious and potentially lethal woman.
Really, Erica, you were close friends. You let her live in your house. You lived to tell the tale.
Look, I admit, I was taken in by her too at first. I really was. I mean, she appears to be fairly sophisticated, attractive, poised, and heaven knows she could charm the fur off a lynx. But you cannot trust her.
Well, I have no intention of trusting Vanessa. As far as devious goes, well, part of her charm.
Okay. Just so you know what you're getting into, Palmer.
Vanessa's no saint, but neither am I, you know. We understand each other. We enjoy each other's company. While we're speaking frankly, would you allow me to warn you against her insidious son?
Palmer, really, I know all about David.
Yeah, well, so do I. He may be a brilliant doctor, but he is a cold, calculating manipulator.
Oh, he's a man after your own heart. Good he's a cardiologist.
I'm much too fond of you. Really let you get under my skin, especially today. But just be warned. I hope that dinner tonight wasn't a romantic dinner.
No, it most definitely was not.
Good, good. Besides being despicable, the man is a womanizer, you know. Probably got a little nurse on the side.
Palmer, honestly. Now, hasn't Vanessa been waiting long enough? I know she's going to wonder what's keeping you. Please don't let it be me. Night.
Any messages for me? None. Thank you. Yes, this is Dr. Hayward. Can I have the 5th floor nurse's station, please? Yes, Dr. Hayward here. How's Mr. Paulson doing? Any change in the last 10 minutes? Uh-huh. Good. Okay, keep a close eye on his pressure. Let me know if anything changes. Thank you. Erica?
No, just me.
Leslie, what do you want?
What do you think?
I think it's late.
Well, then, we shouldn't waste any more time.
This is not going to happen.
Why not?
You expecting Erica tonight?
No.
No. Well then, her loss is my gain.
You gave me the most extraordinary evening of my life.
You are just more magnificent. Are you ready for an extraordinary morning?
Adrian. Good morning.
Morning.
You're not here to kidnap me, are you?
Well, it appears that I'm a day too late for that, but had I known your vote would keep me away from a job, I would have reconsidered. May I come in?
Please. Although I do hope you won't try to talk me into changing my vote.
Well, it's not too late. You've been away, Erica. You haven't heard all my proposal, and you definitely haven't seen all the damaging evidence against Palmer.
I have been away, but Trevor's really kept me up to speed on your proposals, Adrian. And as far as Palmer's character is concerned, really there's nothing you could possibly tell me that could possibly surpass what he's already done.
All right. Then I guess your mind's made up.
On this matter, yes, it is. Adrian, you have never struck me as the corporate type. Why exactly are you fighting so hard to be CEO?
Some things are worth fighting for.
And taking over Cortland Electronics is a way of getting revenge on Palmer Cortland.
You know, Mike always said that you were a very smart lady. I can run this company. I can make the profits soar. But you're right. It's not my end-all and be-all. It doesn't have to be. I'm fighting for Opal.
Then you are making a huge mistake. Look, as long as I'm on the board of Cortland Electronics, I will keep Palmer in line wherever Opal is concerned.
Well, that's mildly assuring.
Well, it's true. I mean, I know who Palmer is, and I know what he's capable of doing, and I have never forgiven him for the way he's treated Opal, and he knows it.
Well, that makes two of us.
It makes two of us, except that I have my objectivity, and you've lost yours. And my goodness, how could you ever help Opal without that? I mean, look what you were willing to do to become CEO when you really didn't want to. Do you know what that would have done to you and to your life? I mean, you would have spent countless hours in these endless meetings, marketing strategies, dealing with stockholders. And anyhow, you also would have had to deal with constant attempts on Palmer's part to try to regain his leadership of Cortland Electronics, not to mention the wardrobe. I mean, come on. Civil row suits? I don't think so. That's not your style.
Guess I'm back to figuring out what's next.
Well, if you really want to break into the corporate world, why don't you come work for me at Enchantment? Nah.
I'm sure I'll figure something out.
I'm sure you will. I have to tell you, I think it's really great the way you're fighting for Opal. The only thing is you have to find something to do that you want to do. Because let me tell you something, Adrian. I mean, life is precious. It's so precious. And you don't want to squander it.
You know, I didn't get a chance to tell you this at the meeting, but you look absolutely fantastic. Welcome back.
Thank you. This smells just gorgeous. Oh, they are beautiful. Did you?
I got them from the outdoor market. When I saw them, I thought of you.
Really? Oh, the perfume is just intoxicating.
Supposedly, what we're smelling is just a mere shadow of their scent before they're cut. The woman at the market told me that they're even more intense in their natural surroundings.
Well, they must be very rare.
A rare flower for an even rarer woman. Operator, can you connect me with International Flowers, please? Yes, I'm looking for a rare orchid with an intoxicating scent. I believe it's only found in Brazil. Yes, that's the one. Have the card read, "A rare flower for an even rarer woman."